adding Maya to that team. Is it enough to outrun the curse that Team Liquid and now Team Liquid Aliens? That's not abnormal. And then they brought the Snake Deimos combo. Dokkaebi is not a bad operator to bring here. You can see some Lion too. We've switched from it being more about shields and more to information. I don't know if either of those players had intel, but they perfectly trade. So hey, I guess that's good for something. JV92 down, KDS down. And with 30 seconds left, this round gone in the blink of an eye, neither team closer to a conclusion. Maya, who was looking for maybe an early engagement and waited a little bit farther back, he's taken out by Cyber. KZ is on the board. We are still no closer to a resolution. Felipox has gone undroned and he's let the Monty go right past him. He could easily pop up and do some serious damage, and he'll do just that. Completely defanging.
On the side of FaZe Clan, this could be really devastating. It's hard to get the plant off Tachanka there too.
They do some fireworks to get Cyber out of this position. He was hoping to take care of the bulletproof camera. Can't get the job done. Nade on the board, traded back by FaZe immediately. Final 20 seconds of this round. And I don't know, honestly, who's got the upper hand. It seems like FaZe Clan are just marching into their death. Yet again, Felipox, a big player here now, sitting with 4 kills, still very much alive. HP low on the side of T-Law, winnable for FaZe. They just need to get in. Diffuser going down. Vidaking being watched by Souls. Souls only good enough for one, and Vidaking is left to flounder as Maya cleans up. Handling this map very effectively. FaZe really not been as good through the mid to late round. The start of the round, okay. But beyond that, things get a little tough. They're bucking the trend here now, though. Felipox, unkillable so far until I speak and Cyber takes him down. So FaZe will regain the numbers advantage as half of the round is still left. But it was a good start for T-Law.
Yeah, they've sped things up on the side of FaZe Clan, and that's been good for them. You can see just the signal of Vidaking changing from one shield to another. The blitz signals a speed of pace, a change of pace to speed things up. But they have to sacrifice something for that, Parker. They didn't take top floor control. They've gone direct to site, and without that map control, it might set themselves up awkwardly for this late round push. Now their kills, Vidaking is going to run over towards medbay, try to put pressure on the other side of this bomb site, Parker, hoping to be able to get in for a different plant spot. Now Maya's recognized that, but he loses the gunfight. All 3 players looking at him. Now he's trying to find the last 2. Okay, he's the last one alive in the 1v2, trying to find Vidaking and Cyber. 10 seconds left on the plant, but it's Cyber.
Here, FaZe Clan will have some familiarity on Fortress. They ultimately... Blackbeard getting ever closer with the Monty band out. You got to get creative, and Vidaking will immediately make his presence known. Cyber traded off. This T-Law team has been very good at equalizing numbers. Neither of these squads actually have been able to run away with this man count. So positioned well, greeting each other at their fury. KDS on the board will give FaZe Clan still left on the side of T-Law. That's pretty good. JV92's had a rough go of it so far, but role changes have necessitated that. When you bring in a guy like Maya to do some killing, you can make some changes. So, another kill from FaZe Clan, 40 seconds left. They've got Diffuse Kit in the hands of Vidaking, but there's some low HP on the side of FaZe.
Yeah, this is really awkward. Another one falls. It's just Nade in the 1v4. He's one of the best clutch players that we have in the league. He swings with the shotgun hunting for KDS. Almost gets it, Parker, but not quite enough. The plant will finish from Vidaking, and now he's got an impossible task in front of him.
You say impossible, but 3 players on FaZe at such low HP with a shotgun and SMG-11, crazier things have happened. I don't have much hope because of where Nade is, though, as they are completely pinched him. He does take out what little remains of KDS. Bullets bouncing off of the shield of the Blackbeard as Vidaking is now taking some damage from the gas. Another gas canister will go out. Does it find any success? Maybe obscuring the position of Nade, but he is running out of time. A heroic effort marching into the bomb site, but only a couple seconds to go, and he'll have to stick this with 2 players left. Yeah, it wasn't happening at all. Blindly firing away. FaZe Clan don't need to give him any. Quickly close that gap, and well, I honestly think if they droned out Felipox, round number 1 goes towards FaZe as well. JV92 feeding Souls his own thoughts. That is a hell of a play as he pops up and guns him down. Advantage now for Team Liquid Alienware. Felipox next one in line of fight, and Vidaking is pushed off of this infirmary position. And Nade goes down and Felipox is finished as it's a joint effort by FaZe Clan to swing through infirmary. Andy and Vidaking working side by side, but they don't know there's one over by the door. KZ gets both. Suddenly, what was a stalemate has now swung so much in favor of T-Law. KDS all by his own, tucked in by the washing machine, now moving over toward... Take a deep breath if you're a fan of T-Laws. JV92 will now get flushed out of his position, and Nade will follow up, but If you're a fan of the Horsemen, they have luckily gotten out of there alive. JV92 will not, though. He gets caught by Souls, Vidiking on the board as well, and FaZe sweeping through this Team Liquid Alienware defense. Only 2 remain on the side of T-Law. They find their first frag, though. Philippox throwing out that Nitro cell, and he'll do work with the gun as well. He has been a one-man show so far, leading the way from his position on this squad. 7 kills now, more work to be done as Diffuse Kid is going down. Surely Philippox knows this, right? INTZ trying to get ever closer to this bomb site, completely blinded. KZ gets 1, Philippox finds a 3rd. A quad kill will need to be had. He's been down though now, so it's KZ to do all of the work in a 1v1 up against Vidiking in the blitz, waiting for that shield to go down. He'll charge on in. Oh my goodness, KZ gets the job done, and Team Liquid Alienware.
If it wasn't for this incredible clutch from, I think it was KZ in the last round, we really could Alienware beat FaZe Clan. It is down to individual prowess to set them apart.
Now a bit more of a sluggish execute. KZ is hoping to get somebody now over by Horse as he advances in that direction. They found Cyber, and Vidiking is on the window, hoping to get somebody. Can't find anybody just yet. KDS is down for the count. Cyber still bleeding out. Handy, the only kill at this point in time. Cyber finished off by a nade. So the advantage for Team Liquid Alienware, but Vidiking will answer right back. Slow HP for Maya at the moment. Still sitting over with those ROU projectors, waiting for the gas to clear as he marches his way down from the tower over towards the back of the bomb site. And he will need more now as he's lost Vidiking. Souls on the board. Maya falls. There wasn't much to him, so not a big deal. Now it's KZ and JV92 as the last standing, and they will get the job done with a kill apiece. And he's been doing very well too. So I feel like the whole team is performing a bit better as a unit, even if your individual stats are going to go down. Nade punishing Cyber. Cyber died early in the previous round. He will find himself in the same perilous spot this time. Andy, the only one on the board, is T-Law sweeping through FaZe Clan. A minute 50 still on the clock, and Handy is last man standing. What happened to FaZe here? T-Law marching their way towards match point. Diffuse planted, and now Handy will have to retake his own bomb site. Air strips through Nade. LMGs mean you can just spam bullets through the door
To deal with.
Cyber taken out early in the previous 2 rounds. Getting to live towards the tail end of this round would be a huge boon for his team. He's good enough for 1 kill. Philippox takes the bit of a brave measure of dropping. You got to get to the site quickly.
Yeah, Philippox holding it just behind KZ, so as these Sens walls come out, this will prompt the start to the push, but no, they won't be able to get raised as Souls domes KZ and puts them into an even more awkward position. The smoke is there. Philippox takes a bit of damage as he gets into sight.
They take down KDS. Now Nade looking to strike as Philippox dies. That's Diffuser surrendered. This is very bad for Team Liquid Alienware. The advantage for FaZe Clan is they just need to ride out these final 15 seconds. Maya and Nade working together. Nade shooting as much of the vending machine as he can, but will get caught in a crossfire, chasing the mirror on the ground.
Alienware in that push. They get Old Tower really quickly. They get top control. Attack this site. So we're expecting to see some big things coming out from Team Liquid Alienware. It's the battle on Horse, which claims the first victim. The nade nearly finishes off Andy. Another one comes through, and that'll do it. KZ jumps himself up now even higher on the kill.
Souls almost had a golden opportunity, but the shield reflecting those bullets. Philippox stays alive, still charging forward. Wanting a dance with death. With the Thorn out-dueled, JV92 almost gets him in time. Souls crushes 2. Still very much capable, but no, shredded. Now it's all up to Vidiking in a 1v2, eliminating Maya. It's him and KZ now fighting to the death. Only 5 seconds to go. Diffuse Kit not in hand. What an ego play from Vidiking. He could have ran, but he decided to go.
Between these 2 teams, it's been FaZe Clan who have had the worst of it historically. With all the Candles coming in, this should prompt the push. The Logic Bomb as well in the opening gunfight for KZ takes down Cyber. It gets traded back as it's, I believe, a Denari trip, which ends up finding Nade. Fair enough. Smoke for another util pick onto Philippox. We just keep on going without the guns.
T-Law killing everybody with their weapons. FaZe alive. He's still got utility for the record. 1 Logic Bomb, 2 flashes, and a gun in hand. You can do some serious damage, but FaZe Clan's got their traps set about. You mentioned Denari earlier. You've also got a Fenrir and a Thorn on the board. And with the gas canisters now fully used with 20 seconds left, this is actually looking pretty good for FaZe Clan. I like what we're seeing. They're in wrap positions. Vidiking in particular. He's used all of his gas canisters. Now he just needs to wait as T-Law will take him down. They read him very effectively. Now playing around the pillar. Soul's running out. Oh my, he bottles the kill. KDS last man standing. Diffuse kit not in hand. JV92 will take the fight to him. And T-Law will take FaZe's map.
And in the last seconds of the final round, things were getting hairy. You know Team Liquid Alienware. They're activated. They're rushing into their enemies, and they're taking them down. Even the Bailiff in the last few seconds to bring it 7-4 on Fortress. KZ on top. Felipox putting in the numbers. Overall, good effort. It's a good day when it's not continue and become a 2-0 for Team Liquid Alienware. Only time will
For us to do our jobs here as we head into Clubhouse. A map that was picked by Maya, suffering through that razor wire, now dealing with the gas canisters. Out go the nades, both flashes and just regular explosives. He's hunting for a kill. He'll find it, traded back by Cyber immediately. 10 seconds left and over half of the lobby still alive. Cyber in a great spot. He's got all the kills for FaZe so far. Forced off his position by a flashbang. JV will slaughter him. 1 second left. Where's the defuse kit? Nowhere to be found. FaZe Clan gets the kills in the fight. Flash is going out. Raptors control. Oh, so important when it comes to this execute. How long will it take them to be able to get it? Well, very quickly. Felipox will take matters into his own hands. Traded back immediately.
Team Liquid Alienware have good positioning. They've got Raptors and they've got the main breach opening, but there's still 2 Nitros on the side of FaZe Clan I'm very worried about. 1 Nitro I'm very worried about.
Maya taking no prisoners. His team's taking their lumps, though. And suddenly there's only 1 left. JV92 in a 1v1 up against Soul. Soul's not far away. Right now playing inside a construction. My God, I don't know if that was just a prophetic shot or not, but he seemed to have a good idea as to where Souls was. Felipox now back from the dead. JV92 getting the plant down. It will push Souls into a position where he has to take the engagement head on. Good coverage from Felipox, but Souls is just so much better. All the while, nade bleeding out. JV92 taken down, and Souls with an incredible clutch. My goodness.
Souls, good lord, he has been holding things down for FaZe Clan. A miraculous start to this game. He continues to be for his team. Now they're pushing in through Con. Now they know there's players inside of Logi. How do they get this plant down? Hunting for picks, but there's no good spot. If they can get inside a gym, that'd be ideal, but it's tough to take back control.
FaZe Clan is dummying them right now. Damage is being done, but blinded. T-Law, not really sure of where to go. I said on Fortress that it was unlikely that you would see a full site rotation with any regularity. And of course, it was FaZe Clan who blunted T-Law's momentum. It likely won't happen here. No, it won't. Souls, the man.
Yeah, it's a 7-0 stat line now for Souls, and we are on pace to see the same.
It doesn't get to that point.
Well, they got to start turning things around sooner rather than later. Oh, it's messy here on the mid floor, but Cyber is the better. JV92 caught sprinting.
It's really all they have going for them, right? They've still got nades. Maya was by this Moto doorway, but the Warden of Handy is placed perfectly, and they're not expecting this. They weren't expecting Maya's swing either. Andy is absolutely dominated in that position. Vidiking tears through Felipox, and now it's T-Law staring down the wrong side of a 3v4. Maya hoping for something over towards blue. KZ finding his footing. Down goes Vidiking. An opportunity onto the Fenrir. Maya will claim him. Hoping to secure more than that, dancing around those soft walls. Diffuse kid going down. KZ pulls it off well. Nade and Maya now to cover as Cyber gets quite aggressive towards the bottom of the stairs, finding the flank. KZ dies. The coverage from Nade was not good enough. Cyber now maneuvering over towards blue, punished by Maya. Maya has a quad kill available. Will he find Souls? 7-0 for Souls. Make that 8-0 in a 1v1 against Nade. Is there a position for him to long arm here? He's going to attempt. Nade now slowly encroaching upon this diffuser. Souls is sticking. Souls off. Oh my Jesus! Souls does it again.
They're going over to the top floor once again, Parker. They start with their breaching.
Diffuser going down really early on. JV92 surviving to the halfway point. Handy as the Warden. He was not successful in the previous round. This time he has turned things around. Vidiking now on the board. It was a rush strat that was cooked up by that T-Law time for the Horseman. Razor Bloom will go off, giving information to the defenders now of FaZe Clan, and a bit of a reflex test as Nade ascends up towards Catwalk, takes out KDS. KDS yet to find a single kill. Maya almost gets a double from that position, but the collateral is not to be had. Now it's Nade in a very precarious spot. If he goes to vault over, he'll be exposed. They managed to tag him with one of those gas canisters, the very last one, in pocket for Vidiking. Final 30 seconds. Now Nade up red stairs, but 3 pairs of eyes from FaZe will be staring in his direction. He gets hit by the Razor Bloom, and Vidiking gets the job done. What a start.
Yeah.
But you have to wonder just a little bit. So a bit early for Team Liquid Alienware now, Jesse. 2 minutes up, and oh my, there goes Vidiking. The Warden was a thorn in the side, immediately traded back. Soul's answers. So at least FaZe Clan know that this could be a quick one from T-Law. Cyber goes down now too. They certainly have information. Excuse me, Handy break dancing on the ground. KDS trapped over by weight room. Some heavy lifting now to be done by KDS. Inside of construction, slaughtered by JV92. Finally,
They're going to run away with it. Gentlemen, on the cast, back to you.
low-hanging fruit for this team, and yet they find themselves in the lower bracket with
He's played more Snake than any other player here in the South America League. In my opinion, he is the best Snake player in South America, maybe the world. You can see it. He's calling for his teammates. He's trying to work these picks, despite the fact that Souls ends up as the opening death.
Unbelievable, that run that Souls has gone on, breaking 10 kills before the side swap even came in. KZ was the standout performer for T-Law in the previous map, and well, it's taken him some time to put the kills on the board. He's done 2 so far. KDS knocked over. This is a suffocating defense by T-Law. Andy now in a 1v5 with a minute and a half to go. This is certainly not the FaZe Clan that we thought would show up on this side of the map. It's also not the T-Law that we saw would pop up on this side of the map. Andy runs riot through the bathroom. Now at the bottom of the stairs, he will have to worry about what is down below, what is above. They just need to waste as much time as possible. Handy on a single point of HP. They're going to throw impacts at him. They're going to fire bullets through the floor. All it takes is one, right? Nade gunning down Handy. Oh my goodness, this is very limited munitions left in that sidearm. Candelas will go. I love this attempt by Handy as we talk through it. I don't think it will ultimately work. Oh, no. That was way too close for comfort, though.
Oh my god, he gets it. Surely?
Yeah.
There it is, eventually. That's the Monty.
Oh, he left. That's the hands of Cyber now. You touted him as being one of the best solid snakes in the world. And here he is, coming for 2 separate players. My goodness, what a shot on the KZ. And the castle right now might be trapped inside of stock. Tracking him as best they can. Double reinforced wall on stage will keep him alive for the time being. Cyber will have his hands full. He doesn't have enough information. He needs to worry about somebody pushing down those red stairs. He cannot get bogged down. There's also a bulletproof camera in that position to assist him. The castle just needs to tie him up for the next 25 seconds, and they all die in the span of... He's still in a very favorable spot. Now, looking at the hatch, Overlodgy, Nade taking an awful lot of damage. He's actually lower HP than KDS, and there's Handy finding a blind spot, pushing up the stairs, charging on in, traded back, Cyber a kill to eliminate KZ. FaZe Clan coming out ahead here, still trading. The clash, though, of Nade, entrenched in bathroom, fighting back. KDS, what little remains of him, and Vidiking to clutch out against Nade. They've got him trapped in this position. He'll break his own shield. You have to wonder who you're going up against. It's Vidiking, and he doesn't miss. Match point, or well, map point, technically, for FaZe Clan.
Pushing up main. To have 2 was completely unexpected. So it starts with...
The team can then escape this map, head on over to Lair, and hopefully escape the series. Out go the Candelas. KZ reads that one so well. He's got JV92 side by side, and KZ will now take those smart glasses on the Warden and look towards where the execute might be unfolding. The bottom of main stairs over on church side. Solid Snake is Cyber giving information as KDS gets on the board. He hasn't had a lot of kills so far in this series, but he's making up for lost time now, finding high impactful kills. Vidiking in, finds Nade, gets the down, can't do much more than that. A 3v3, time running out. At any point, Vidiking, you need to get that diffuser down. He'll attempt it. Still 2 players watching from FaZe, and they force him off of it. T-Law surviving for another. Recovered after losing Handy here and most of Soul's HP in the process, and they are just burning time, Jesse. A minute to go. Souls kills Maya. He heard you talking, and he's here to avenge himself. Cyber dies in the hands of Felipox. This is a great angle, and they get the drop on the sledge as well. KZ picked apart by Vidiking, currently obscured by that F-mine. inside a weight room. It's him and KDS to try and hold this round together. They still hold the lead, but T-Law's comeback, very real. They're hoping for a 5th round. 3 players outnumbering FaZe by 1. Slow peek, Blackbeard marching up. Nice play by Felipox as he hits the quad. Will he find Vidiking as well? Vidiking gunning down JV92, 30 seconds to go. An ace to be had for Felipox, but he'll run into Nade first around the corner. I don't think they care who gets the kill. It'll be Vidiking. Oh my.
Comes back with an incredible 1v3 on the back of an incredible gunplay. I mean, this is one of the reasons why this team won 2 SIs, right? You know, they have some incredible players. Souls1 and Vitaking, by the way, the 2 best performers on that roster for the entirety of Kickoff. Vitaking, for the longest time, was the best rated player on the roster. Then Souls1 took over. The backline still performs the best way. But look at the bottom of the scoreboard of on both sides, by the way. What did we mention in the pregame? JV on that.
Oh, we're going to enjoy it. I have very happy that he's getting quite the gift. That is who comes out ahead on Layer. This is a map that has a lot of history for both of these squads. Of course, the Team Liquid Alienware team back when they were known as FURIA, and of course, FaZe Clan. And oh my goodness, Cyber takes out 2, only felled by the Nitro Cell, thrown up, but my...
There's over a minute left on the clock. KZ has so much more work to do.
MB's going out. KZ taking matters into his own hands, stopping KDS in his tracks. Now it's Souls marching up. Still got one pocket, or still got one set of those Bs in pocket. Nade takes one down, traded out immediately as Vidiking and him in a perfect trade. Nobody survives that encounter. KZ on the swing. They've got Souls lined up on the stairs, surely. I'm not specifying which hat, and I really don't want this to happen. 30 seconds to go. He's got plenty of time. Throws the drone out. No way. About strategy. Talk about drone work. Talk about entries. But sometimes a guy just eats his Wheaties and kills everybody. FaZe Clan making up for lost time on map number 2. Obviously wanted to get to Layer much faster. They'll start off with a...
Over towards reception. KDS is one of those guys the desk wanted to see stepping things up, and he does finally get an opening pick now here in the map. 5-2 as Handy finds another one onto KZ. It will be all onto Nade to clutch the 1v5. He got damn close on Clubhouse, but this one also seems very unlikely, Parker.
Yeah, I mean...
Oh, he barely... The Goyo canister nearly stopped that plan.
Almost. Yeah, almost stopped it. They don't seem to really know where he is, and at least the suppressed shots will hide his position for the time being, but they're just going to dogpile him. Handy killing his brother, some sibling rivalry in FaZe Clan. Not like Monday, not for some alliteration. It's like Monday Milk Day.
No, Wednesday's always been Milk Day. Cyber having his milk today. He takes down Maya for the opening pick, and he has been so good.
An active gadget, so you have to hope that Fleepox stays alive, and there's some flames in front, but I believe that's from the Goyo canister.
Nade's not watching the right angle, Parker. He gets taken down and leaves JV92 now in a 1v3. Finish off the down player. They know exactly where he's at, flashing him out and forcing him into a really awkward gunfight. Still over 75 seconds to go as well.
There's no way he wins this, right? No, of course not. Cyber finishing him off.
He continues to show that early gunfight pressure that is so strong.
F2 plus the gadgetry. Solid Snake is a terrific operator and very good if you're solo queued, so you can play him and play him very well. Down goes JV92, so FaZe still doing very well in those early moments. They find a different target this time. The Goyo will have his canisters down to do some damage. KZ on the board, eliminating KDS. So back to even numbers. Handy trades it. FaZe just dominating, though. What can slow them down? 2 remain, 1 remain. T-Law imploding in front of our very eyes. Only KDS dying on the side of FaZe Clan. Handy seals the deal. Circles around and will go through the corridor, hiding his feet for the time being. He does have a teammate not far removed. Not really involved in the altercation just yet. Nade goes down. Fleepox almost losing his life as well. FaZe Clan continuing with the trend line that we have seen, dominating on these entries. Maya showing some life. KZ as well. KZ finds 2, in fact. And now it's Cyber to try and get the plant down with Handy watching over top of him. Can he shut it down? Down goes Maya. Plant not gone down. 10 seconds left. Cyber will need to find an opening. Maybe he's done it. JV92 getting rid of his chaperone. Cyber hoping for a kill in the midst of the fire. He's not going to get the job done. T-Law on the board, finally. Oh, I mean, it was a good attempt. It was just a little bit off of the mark, and because of that, now an easier way in for FaZe Clan, but Vidiking bites off more than he can chew. KZ is really the man keeping this team in it. He was in this position on Clubhouse. He top fragged all the way back on map number 1 on Fortress, and now he's putting in some serious work here. He found almost a second life for this T-Law team now as they outnumber FaZe Clan 2-1. Andy lets one escape on by. KZ dies at the hands of KDS. You've still got 2 terrific players on FaZe, and now with the gap ever closer, and there are no active gadgetry remaining on the side of T-Law, this is winnable, but the time just might be a bit too much. Andy will have to march in, get the diffuser down with 3 seconds to go. He's not even in the bomb sites, and he won't even begin to give it an attempt.
Liquid, pressure is on them.
Now all on Team Liquid Alien. I'm rooting for that one, though. We'll see what happens in the reality.
Yeah, it's been a little bit tough to clear out this position. 90 seconds deep now, Parker, and they're still just trying to get control of ops. This mirror window yet to be dealt with. They didn't bring any util to clear it out, and they're going to lose Maya early here as they push on through. Handy with a second one now playing in that Mez position. He gets a third looking through the floorboards too. KZ goes down, and push has just been dismantled before they even get to the bomb site.
Down goes Nade to a Nitro cell. FaZe is in complete and total control, and it is a drubbing right now that is being done to T-Law. Soul's on the ground. He'll send the round. Breaks your back after that very first round, and a lot of good teams would not be able to recover from that. That could be the culprit here. Oh my.
Parker, is this
Maya,
not...
let's put it professionally. Maya's at a stinker of a layer so far. He has had very limited impact. He's what, 1 kill so far on this map?
Yes, he's 1 in 7 now, Parker. He's really been struggling, and in a game where FaZe Clan now have 8 opening picks in a row, your primary entry going 1 in 7 is not a coincidence. Now, they're bringing things back. They get a couple of kills, and from inside of stock, they're managing to work these picks. The push actually looks pretty good, all things considered. The drops coming back in from the roamers, and they can try to bring this one back. Do not count out Souls and Vidiking. They've clutched so many rounds like this before.
FaZe Clan that you want to be in this position, it's both of them. KZ and Felipox have their hands full. They've eliminated one of the big bads. Now it's up to the king to prove that he's earned that crown. Sweeping now through, finds KZ. Felipox has to stop the plant because he has no coverage anymore. He was mere moments away from throwing this round into a post plant. He'll attempt it yet again. 1 minute left on the clock, and guess what? The crown well earned on top of his head. A lot of pressure now on the shoulders of this T-Law team with 1 minute to go. FaZe getting moved out of these positions. Nades dropped on their heads like anvils. First kill will go to Felipox. The Senswall obscuring them, but Nade now taking some damage. Right call from Handy as he tries to find his brother amidst the chaos down below. KZ now watching. Handy dropped. Nade dropped as well. This is a desperate attempt as the diffuser gets picked back up. KZ will immediately get right back onto that. The numbers helping Team Liquid Alienware, but Vidiking still holds court above. Diffuser goes back down again. It will need to be retrieved by somebody on T-Law. That'll be Felipox to do that. Ian Maya, last 2 standing. Now the numbers benefiting FaZe Clan. Time running out. Felipox attempting it. Stopped at the last second. The king polishing that crown. 2 incredible back-to-back rounds.
Players have won the major all the way in Sweden. Then after that, this roster built together, won 2 SIs, and even back against the wall, having lost the first map of this BO3, they come back. And I just want to praise the 2 guys on your screen here, Vita King and Handy. Also want to praise Souls 1, the backline of this roster, really, because this backbone is the one that gave hope to that roster, especially on the second map, and where they really came alive.
3 that thankfully did go to all 3 maps, even though the last one was a bit of a dud in the way that it has. And Vita still up there. Souls with incredible saves that we saw, and Handy putting up numbers that I want to say like no other, but we've seen some greater numbers even